Welcome everybody. There we go. I want to make sure I have enough space today because I'm using my board. And now that it's becoming more fall and the sun is changing a little bit, I think I need to get curtains in here because this might be too bright. I might have to go someplace else. We'll see. Hey guys, I'm really excited about today. Today we have a 30-minute call and it's all about getting to Premiere. Okay, I'm super pumped because a lot of you guys know how to get to an Elite, and I want to make sure you guys are all structuring yourself to get to Premiere. Okay, like I said, it is really sunny in here. I hope I don't. I might have to move someplace else in my house. So sunny. I don't know if you guys can see this. Okay, so for one, I'm not using this whole sheet today, but this is the build guide. Okay, the doTERRA. Actually, it's from Share Success, but it's the build guide. If you guys haven't seen this yet, it maps out how to get to Elite and then to Premiere. Okay, so Elite, and I'm just going to go right into this, you guys. I have a strategy or a placement videos 1 and 2. You can, if you go to the pinned post in this group, you will see them. If you're just searching and watching this on YouTube, they are private, so you could only get to it through my links right now. So if you are in our oil leadership team page, go to the pinned post and you'll see the links to the placements 1 and 2. So this is just a little bit more in depth and a shortened version on helping somebody get to Premiere. Okay, Elites. Now, I'm not going to say it's easy, right? Because no rank is easy to get to, but if you sell a lot of oils, you're going to get to an Elite, right? It's 3,000 points in your whole organization. Okay, but to get to Premiere, you need to structure your business. Okay, ChristyShareSuccess.com. You'll be able to, you can buy them or you can print them out for free and view them for free. I'm looking at the build guide. If you guys are brand new here, again, look at all of the things in the pinned post, but you will see the links to the Share Success. That's the first thing. So when I first got started, we didn't have like team trainings, we didn't have a team, we didn't even have this Facebook group, and so the only thing, I mean, I had an upline, but as far as the training materials, the only training videos and things that I had watched were the Share Success. So you all need to be plugging into ShareSuccess.com, and to get to an Elite, actually to get to all of the ranks, watch the videos. That's what I did. There are videos on the product, on how to do a natural solutions class, and there are videos on building and sharing, okay, and living, but the building will go over a lot of the same stuff, a little bit differently than what I'm going to be going over with you. And then there are videos at each rank. So there's an Elite videos, Premiere, and there's worksheets that you can print out and keep yourself on track. Okay, they're really awesome. I'm not going to go into the details because that's not the point of this today, but so obviously we want to sell oils, right? But we also want to be smart business women because we are building a business, okay? So it does matter where you structure people on your team. If you want to move up in rank, if you just want to be an Elite and you just want to share the oils, it does not matter, but most likely you want to get paid for what you do and get your oils for free and then build a legacy, right? I know a lot of us are really trying to build a legacy for our families, our futures, and future generations. And so it starts with the building blocks. Okay, so Elite is the building block. I'll go over it a little bit. I'll go over Elite and then Premiere, and then I'll answer questions, okay? Because I really want to make sure you guys get and understand this. And then I'll answer questions throughout too. So again, this is going to be an Elite, okay? So you can write your name in it. Ideally, and hopefully you guys can see this. Let me know if you're having a problem seeing it. Ideally, you are at 150 LRP, okay? One, you need a minimum of 100 LRP or 100 points to get paid. If you want to earn Fast Start, 100 LRP. You need to have your template set up if you want to earn your fast start, okay? Then what you want is 125 points before the 15th of the month to get your free oil, which we all want for free oils. And if you don't necessarily need that oil, you can use it for sampling, you can use it as incentives, you can make roller bottles and give them out as gifts. You want free oils, right? And plus your 100, like I write off my 100 points a month because I need them to stay in business. So they're also write-offs, okay? But for later on, I'm not going to talk about it right now, but there's Power of 3 bonus, and you will unlock more bonuses when you and your top 3 people at 150 points, okay? When I do my basic structuring video and training, I will tell you that you have your top 3 people all at 150 LRP, okay? A total of 3,000 PV. This is like not, don't judge my handwriting or anything, but this is not art class. But when you have 3,000 points, you are an elite. That is it. Your minimum order of 100 and 3,000 total. Okay, so for an example, I'm going to give you a few examples. This is you again, okay? If you guys can see this. If you bought $3,000 or you know, points of essential oils, right, or 3,000 PV, you are an elite. It does not matter where your points come from. So yes, you can buy your elite. I don't know of anyone who's ever done that, but let's say now you have a person that came in with 2,000 points. Maybe they bought the diamond kit, right? And then they sold an every oil kit, so they have over 1,000 points there. Now you are an elite. It doesn't, again, I'm going to go over this again because it matters in Premier, but for elite, this is, what is the every oil kit? It's like 1,000 something, I don't remember. I'll just put 1,000. You get the point, okay? So for this structure, you don't need 3 people. You just, I mean, even if your business looked like this and you had a whole bunch of customers, which I'm going to tell you don't ever do that. If your business looked like that and it had all customers on the front line, you're an elite, okay? Again, do not do this. This is the point of this video, is to tell you not to do this because it can't help you get past elite, okay? We've had several people that did this, and then now it's harder to get to Premier. So that's what I'm going to go over with you guys. So the point of it is, I hope I'm like really making this clear, as long as you have 3,000 points, you're an elite. Okay, I think you all got that, okay? If you're selling a lot of oils and you're doing classes, you will get to an elite naturally, okay? Now, to get to Premier, this is the next step. This is where placement really comes in handy. I'll turn it this way for this one. Now, there's you. You always have your minimum order. Okay, I'll go closer so you guys can see this. For Premier, you need at least 2 people doing the business, advocates, okay? I would call them, your top people should be builders, people who are doing the business, not sharing, because that will screw you up later on to move up and up and up and up. You always want to take your end goal, which should be presidential or blue or diamond the least, I believe, but it's not. Everyone's going to have different goals, but take your ultimate goal and work backwards. So for example, if you want to be diamond, your top people should at least be committed to silver or gold, right? So if they're saying, oh, I just want to get free product, don't put them on your front line. Do you know what I mean? Because they're not going to help you. Even though that sounded really bad, you know what I mean. They're not going to help you get to your rank, and it's not a good fit for them because it would just clash, right? So you want to find people that also want what you want, and when you help them get there, then obviously they will help you get to where you need to be. So that's how it works. Okay, so for Premier, you need at least 2 people, okay, and they need to have their minimum 100 points, right? But ultimately, they need to have at least 2,000 points each. So technically they're both executives, okay? So total in their organization, 2,000. Their business might look like it keeps going down and down, something like that. It's not going to be like 2,000 from one person. With you having a total of 5,000, okay? So 2,000, 2,000, cumulative of 5,000. So the extra 1,000 points to get you to that 5,000, it could come from, let's say one leg is at 3,000, one is at 2,000, or one's at 2,500, the other one's at 2,500. If you started a third leg, they could have 1,000. I don't recommend opening up a third leg until you have 2 good, strong legs, okay? Does this make sense? I have a few other things to go over in a couple scenarios, but I just want to make sure you guys are following. Okay. I'm going to give you the averages. Now, these are averages, okay? So our team does things a lot faster than the average, but also you can go a lot slower. So there's no pressure to get to any of the ranks, okay? But for an elite, the average income is $300 to $500 a month, okay? That is the average, and it takes, to be honest, 6 months, sometimes up to a year, to equal the averages, because if you have a whole bunch of people being placed on your team or something and you're not earning any fast start, that's going to be an income, right? Because you're not going to be earning fast start from those people. So it takes 60 days and then you'll start earning unilevel. Or there's different things. So I just want you to know, it's if your first check is, $13, that's just how it goes. You have to work up to the averages, okay? And you're building your foundation. These are your building blocks they're going to help you in years and years and years to come. doTERRA is not a get rich kind of business, or get rich fast kind of business. People get rich, but it is, if you need money right away, get a job, right? We are building a long-term business, okay? The average time it takes someone to get to an elite is 3 to 4 months, okay? So some people have done it in a day. If they bought a diamond kit and they told someone else to buy a diamond kit or something, or it could take a month, right? We've had people do it in a day, a month, whatever. The average is 3 to 4 months in doTERRA. Working average time is about 15 hours a week, okay? And as you move up, you don't have to necessarily work more hours because you have those reorders coming in. For Premier, the average income is $600 to $800 a month, okay? So again, averages. Give yourself time to work out to the averages. If your paycheck's like $200 and you're like, what the heck? It's because you have to work up to the averages and give time for all the unilevel to kick in. Again, if people are placed on your team and you have the points, like someone could place 5,000 points on your team. That doesn't usually happen, but you didn't enroll any of them, so you wouldn't earn on any of those orders until 60 days after they start, that unilevel kicks in, okay? Hope I'm not like confusing you guys, but I really am trying to keep this simple. Actually, it is really simple. The average time to get to Premier is 6 months. And again, we have people in our team that are doing it in 1 month or a week, or a lot faster, or it could take you a year if you are just going, really slow. That's really fine. So a couple scenarios that I want to go over, okay, that I've just seen since starting. Okay, so people right away, they start their business and they're really excited and they want to get going. Okay, so let's say they have some classes, but they don't, let's say they have all these people that are customers, right? And they need to get moved. You have 14 days to move them, and most likely under your builder, because you never want to put all of your customers on your front line, right? Because they will only get you to elite, not to Premier or higher and higher and higher. So what do you do if you don't have a builder? Okay. This is something that we haven't really talked about on the videos yet, but what you can do is so this is you can find a placeholder. Okay, this is for people who you really have no one that wants to do the business with you, or you're going so fast, you know, you just haven't found the right person yet, or you know, there could be different situations, or you have people but they're not really committed, so you don't really want to give them the top spot. A placeholder is somebody that they swear they're never going to want to do the business, right? They're like, okay, it's like maybe your mom, your sister, your best friend. Somebody's like, I never want to do this business, because, you know, after a while, if they start earning checks, they're going to say, oh, maybe I changed my mind, I want to do this, and you don't want that person there because you want to put a rock star there, not just somebody who wants to get a paycheck, right? So you sign them up, and then let's say you put some people underneath them and start working, you can swap them out, first level to like upline to downline, you can swap out, or you can take a brand new person and transfer them in. Okay, so I have not done this. This is something that I'm going to be starting, okay, because it really matters on who's in your front line, okay? And so for some of you guys, I know you got started and you went crazy sharing the oils, which is awesome, but you have like 25 wellness or wholesale customers on your front line all over the place because you had tons of orders, but now you're stuck at elite because you have no builders, right? But if you took all those people and you put them down, now you've helped this person get to an elite, you know, and then technically that would be an elite, and then you can start building that other leg, and let's say you help this get to an elite, let's say you built it, maybe you're really awesome at bringing in customers, you can build out a leg. I've done this a lot of times, not really with placeholders, but just people who were committed. We just built out elites and different things like that. So if you're really good at enrolling, you can definitely do that, and you can build a lot of your organization that way. And then when you find a rock star, you can put them in, or let's say this person is a builder or a sharer and you weren't sure about them, or you found them later on, you can swap. Okay, so I don't want to, let me just ask you, does that make sense? Some of you guys will need to do this and some will not, but I want you to know what's available. So Heidi, what do I mean swap downline for upline? So these two people are direct upline and downline from each other. She's the upline, she's the downline. There's a form that doTERRA has where you can swap. That means I can't swap this person for this person or this person for this person. They're in different spots, but because they are directly upline and downline from each other, they can be swapped. But I will say that everything that you do, all of your any forms, anything that you would have, you have to get exception form, and doTERRA would have to say yes or no to this. So whenever you do something like this, it could be denied by doTERRA, just so you know. So there's risks, right? But I know for sure several people that I've talked to, they're stuck at elite, or you know, something where they're like, they have the points, or they could be growing you know, differently because, you know, they have so many customers. Now, there's another thing that you could do. Again, some of this stuff is getting tricky, and so some of you guys are ready for this, and some of you are not. But it is good to be aware and to know the different options. Let's say you did do this when you got started, and you have tons and tons and tons of customers all over the place in your front line. You could have a, you could move them. You can fill out a form to have them moved, okay? It's a pain in the butt, but if, let's say these people are on LRP, okay? So I just watched another training video from another leader in doTERRA, and I don't remember her name. I think I shared the video in this group. I don't remember if I did or not, but basically, if you have people who are on LRP, it's not really worth it if they're not on LRP because they're not really doing anything, but you can fill out a form to have all of them moved. They would have to sign it, and 7 signatures up would have to sign it. So your upline, their upline, upline, upline. there's like you just Google doTERRA exception form, or I think that's what it is called. When I need to form, I Google it. That's the best way. Then I go through DocuSign. Okay, we've only moved people a few times, but DocuSign, it's a free, well, your first 2 things are free, otherwise you can pay. Everything's done online. I'm telling you, for me, it's a pain in the butt. Like, I had my husband help me, and it took a long time to figure out where everyone needs to be moved. And then basically you send an email to everybody, seven levels up, and then they just sign it with a click of a button. So it's easy for them to sign it. It's hard to set it up, but let's say you had all these people. Now you can place them where you want them, okay? One of the things that the girl said in her video, she said, don't do more than 5 customers at a time, because doTERRA might not sign for that, but it's not really, 5 is the good number, because also if they're ordering 100 points each, that's 500 points that you could move in a place that you really want, okay? And it's structuring your business the way you want it. Does that make sense? I know some of it's a little advanced, some of it is, it's just stuff that you need to know. Let me check to see where we are in time. Is it 26 already? I think I started a few minutes later because I was trying to get situated, and I had something in my tooth, so I had to quickly go get a toothpick. So that took a minute. So one thing, and I've done this in the placements before, but I'll just quickly go over it because it is something that's important. So again, this is you. I just want to go over ideally, if you're brand new and you're just listening, this is like beginner stuff, but you 100% need to know this. These people, your front line, if you're brand new, front line, first level, this is what I'm talking about for some of you guys who just got on, okay? In your back office, you go to team, I believe it is, that you can go to team graphical tree. I believe that's what it is. And you will see your entire organization, okay? You'll see the organization, you go to team and then you go to graphical tree, and then you'll see your entire organization. When you first get started, you see nothing, you see yourself. Then if someone comes in, they're on your front line, you have 14 days to move them, okay? So in the beginning, when you're first getting started, if you have a builder, I'd be placing people underneath that person to help get them to a solid elite or executive, right? And then I would start the second leg and build them to a solid executive, right? Because then that makes you premier, okay? And then worry about that third one after, let's say then they're all working toward elite. Once you have that third at elite, when they're all 3,000, then you're silver. Okay, so the ultimate goal is to continue to just build, progress. Each month you get a little bit better. Okay, but builders go on the top level. Ideally, when you're silver, you have 3. Okay, so that's why I'm drawing this. Then your top people all have 3 because they are also builders who are building this business, right? So they are also having it. These people, if I were to write S in all of them, they're the shares. Okay, if you're building this, then you can place how you want, but ultimately everyone is responsible for building their own business. So they can, build off that. They would not be a qualifying leg unless you gave up enrollment. So they can continue to build it, but I'm talking about you for a second. So let's just focus on that. So then you have builders on your first level, shares on your second level, and then say they all have 3 each. Those, and then pretend those going on, customers go on your third level. Okay, so that's really gonna help you to build. Okay, I know we're just getting here to the end. I feel like I just went over a lot. One thing I want to go over too is the belief. And I've actually been having really good conversations with some people about the belief lately, and they talked about it at a conference too. So when you're an elite, you have a strong belief in the oils and the products, right? The oils do sell themselves. You get oils on people, they love the oils. Okay, so to get to Premier, and they say you have to have the belief first before you can hit the rank. That's really important, okay? Because if you get to the rank faster than your belief and your mindset, you will struggle to maintain that or sometimes revert back, okay? So the trick is to get your mind there first, then the rank will come. So in elite, we all love the oils, so we can all get to an elite, right? For Premier, you have a belief in the company, okay? So for the people that went to the conference and the convention, they have a way higher belief than maybe somebody who didn't, because they saw everyone there, they saw what they're up to, they met the owners, they heard the speakers. So let's say they're not a Premier yet, they will most likely grow faster because they have that belief, okay? Not to say that you can't, you just have to, I would hang out on YouTube, watch what doTERRA is about, like on their YouTube channel. I would dive into their website. I would connect with the team. I would be reading about their healing hands and all the awesome things they're doing, really figuring out how doTERRA sources their oils, the co-impact sourcing, like really dive in and get to know doTERRA as a company. That's gonna help you advance in rank, okay? Because it would also come out when people are talking to you, that you know what you're talking about, you believe in the company, you believe in the oils, right? And then one step further, to get to silver, you need to believe in yourself, okay? And some women naturally are awesome at this. They just know they can do it. And some women struggle and they're like, I don't know if I can build $1 million business or a 6-figure business or a $500 a month business. They don't know because they're working on their self-worth or just their ability to balance life or whatever. But I'm telling you, you guys can do it. But you have to do it in the progression. So you start with the oils, you believe in the oils, then you believe in the company, then you believe in yourself. And sometimes, again, it's working in yourself more than anyone else, because when you grow yourself, you ultimately grow your team, and you lead by example, right? So I'll just continue on. So gold and platinum, then you start believing in your builders. By then you have builders and you're believing in them. Diamond, you believe in your own personal why. And then blue diamond and presidential, then you believe in your influence and the impact you're going to make on this world. So, but it starts with the oils, the company, and yourself, and that's, and I know this is just a video on Premier, so we won't talk too much about it. So, it's also knowing the structure of the business, okay? Because again, you can get to an elite, but to get to Premier, it's just a little tweaking. What questions? Did I lose you? Does this make sense? And then I'm gonna head off because it's been a half hour. Hopefully this is helpful, right? And I could do more of these if you find that they're helpful. I know everyone's at different ranks, so I don't see a ton of questions. So either I really confused you or you got it. I will be back again next week. Thank you guys for hopping on. I'll post this to the YouTube. You guys can catch the recording. Thanks, Karen. Hope it helped. You guys are awesome, and I'll just tell you, I believe all of you guys can hit Premier. So I think we have this big wave coming where we're gonna have a whole bunch of elites and beyond elites Premier, and then once you hit Premier, if you are structuring right, silver is just a quick step. And then gold is a quick step. And everything is just a natural progression to the next one because you are building with the end in sight. So you have your goal and you're working backwards. Okay, so that's what we want you to do, is just to slowly or fast hop with a good progression all the way up. And again, I was looking at this, and that's the build guide from doTERRA. So I will talk to you guys later. Have a great day. Bye, guys.